Eddie Hall fights Thor in Two Strongmen in a boxing ring. I always think when I see these gigantic muscle heads in the gym and they're acting like tough guys, I always think like, man, does this guy realize if he talk crap to the wrong small guy who can throw punches, they could hit him with 3 or 4 punches before he could even put his hands up. They're so big and muscle bound. It's always this misconception that, oh, look at the muscles, he must be really tough, when, as you know, in some cases, people would say the more muscles you have, like the worse you are. I mean, Francis Ngannou might be the anomaly there in terms of a guy with muscles who could just rip your head off and actually fight. But what'd you think of that strongman fight?
Well, obviously, we knew going in, these guys are strong. I have to laugh because I'm being Captain Obvious. But they're strong, Ken. And, I mean, we've seen them throw truck tires around and pick up boulders, and chuck them around, So that's obvious. I think that it might have also become, from the video that I watched of them, it might have become maybe also apparent that they are eating at the same burger place as Canelo does in Mexico. Okay,
to say the least.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. I think you guys can figure it out. So, in all seriousness, it comes down to the same thing. Even in these tough men, where obviously their skills are less developed, we get it. They're much rawer. We get it. But as I always say, whether calling the UFC fights, talking about that, or calling the boxing, whatever the combat happens to be, I always talk about, it's one thing to have power, it's one thing to have strength, but it comes to who's the smartest, who's the most developed technically. I don't care. Always, 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 always. It comes to, you got power, but you better have a delivery system that works for that power. And I give credit to Bjornsson. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
I think that Bjornsson showed the edge there. Because, he's taller. I get it. He's a southpaw. Matter of fact, Hall was, he switched from southpaw to orthodox. But, Bjornsson had the advantage of being tall. But, like I used to always say on ESPN, you got to know how to fight tall. He knew how to fight tall. He knew how to keep take advantage of that asset. Be on the outside control range, be able to keep the guy at the end of his longer punches. So, credit to him for understanding and developing that skill that to use to deliver his power better. And he did. He delivered his left hand where he dropped Hall a couple times. Congratulations to Hall for showing heart, for showing guts, getting up each time. But at the same time, Hall didn't develop the skill set to go with his physique, with his assets physically, where he needed to learn how to slip punches, get inside, Tyson-like, if you will. Slip punches, get inside, bring your feet along, and shorten up your punches. While Bjornsson threw nice straight punches, jabbed a straight left hand and kept it simple, but he threw them the right way. Hall was throwing, haymakers, from I don't know from where, from the Mugabe Desert, and they were fighting in Dubai. It shouldn't be thrown from the Mugabe Desert. You're in Dubai, and he paid a price for that. So, again, that's what I saw. It came down 2 strong guys, but the guy that was developed technically, that had the delivery system, that was a little smarter, if you will, in that way, well, he's the guy who won, and that's Bjornsson.